everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new to my channel, then hi, my name is Rituja. Have a look at my content, and if you like what you see, then consider subscribing and pressing the notification bell to stay updated regarding my new videos. Today's video is regarding book recommendations, and I'll be giving you mini reviews with the books. I love reading books. Books are a part of my personal mastery journey and personality development. One tip I want to give you that read books according to your interest. Don't look for what is the next bestseller coming up, but see to it whether it matches your interest, your genre, whatever you like to read. So how do I define which are the books that I have loved reading? How do I decide that? It's very simple. When I start reading the book and I feel like I don't want to keep it and I want to keep on reading, and there's one particular book in this video that I kept on reading till it got finished, I think just in 4 days, and that is the time I have read a book fastest. Okay, so that's how I decide if I've read the complete book without really going to the book where I have to drag myself to complete the book, then yes, the book is my favorite book. So let me start with my current fave, which is from the self-help part. And I don't like to read those kind of self-help books which are filled with information but little to no call of action given in the book. So the first one is by Sharma, and the book is called The Everyday Hero Manifesto. Now the everyday hero means Sharma is pointing towards the person who wants to stay inspired, who is everyday hero in their life, who wants to inspire other people, develop their own mastery, become a positive person, have a productive life. And this book's definition of productivity somewhere matches with my definition of productivity. I don't think productivity just has to be calculated on the basis of time. It is about energy management. It is about how can you have that much energy? How can you have more energy so that you're able to do the task that you want to do? If you have no energy and a big to-do list to do, then that is not productivity. You have to drag yourself too much in a day, then that is not productivity. Productivity is you might be ending your day with still a lot of energy left in you. That is productivity. You go to sleep gratefully and then you wake up with a new positive charm and the will to take action. So this book has little stories in it. It has a detailed plan of productivity that is shared by Sharma. And as you go through new chapters and pages, you just get to learn a lot. I have a habit of highlighting lines in the book, and while reading this book, I couldn't stop myself from highlighting so many lines. So one of my recommendations is while reading self-help, please underline or highlight so that when you go back to the book, you can see what you liked at that time. So this is the book I would highly recommend. Even I couldn't stop reading it when I got it. Okay, so the next one is from the health industry, and it is Eating in the Age of Dieting by Rujita Divekar. If you follow Rujita Divekar, the celebrity dietitian, her belief is eat local, think global. And even I think if we want to move towards sustainability, we have to embrace our local food, the food that is traditional, the food that is cooked at home. And I wanted to research more about diet, health, nutrition. I wanted to educate myself about it, and that's why I got this book. And this book has so many explanations about the myth that exist in this industry. It also covers why during particular festival we cook particular food, the food that is local to India, why it is associated with that particular festival, what are some myths, what has caused those myths. So she touches every topic in very nice depth, and it is not like you have to start from the beginning of the book. You can see the index, whichever topic you like, you can jump to that and still the information will be relevant, which is the best thing I like about this book. She has also shared recipes in the book that you can try. There were some recipes that I have never even heard of. Being Maharashtrian, the recipes are also Maharashtrian, but still I don't know about them. So this is a great way of connecting back to your roots. When I read about those recipes, I went and asked my grandma, my mother, what is this recipe? I asked aunties around my home, and that was a very lovely way of connecting with food again. So this book just tells you how food is a blessing, and I saw a major change after reading this book, that I was approaching food with lot of gratitude in my heart and lot of respect for the people who have brought that food to my plate, including the farmer who has manufactured it, including my mother who has cooked it, everybody who has some contribution in the food. And it actually increases the value of the food that you're consuming. So this book is really mind-changing when it comes to nutrition. Okay, So let me tell you about that book, which I took in my hand and finished in 4 days. This book is a lovely read, especially if you want to deeply understand spirituality, you deeply want to know about karma, but still you don't want to indulge in the information part so much, but about how you can use it for your own good. So for that purpose, the 7 Karma Codes by the author Suzy Singh is an amazing read. The book says this book is a dialogue your soul wants to have with you. It really feels like a dialogue. In this book, Suzy, the author, is talking to her daughter. She addresses her daughter as precious, which is I love. And I felt like my mother was talking to me through the book. So there are many layers in this book. This book is written in a layered fashion, and especially if you are in the phase of emotional healing, where you want to break your old patterns, you want to understand why you behave the way you behave, what are the things underneath that make you react compulsively. In short, if you want to work on your emotions, then this is one of the best books you should read. This is amazing book to go for. And in this book, there are practical advices that help you heal emotionally. For example, forgiveness. She has written so many parts on why you should forgive, what you should do to forgive, what are some techniques that are used to forgive, what are the end results of not forgiving somebody. So everything is written in this book. And the third thing that I loved about this book, it helps you find the real you in some way. The quote that is associated with creativity in this book makes you understand how creativity helps you heal. So it is like digging deeper in yourself through the conversations, through what is written in the book. And this book was very liberating for me. That is why I just finished it in 4 days. It is more than, I think it is about 700 pages, and I was very happy to read all of those pages in that short particular period of time. And I go through this book again and again. One of the major takeaways that was there in 7 Karma Codes is how relationships help you evolve. Relationships make you understand the hidden parts of you, the vulnerable parts of you, and what you do when you suffer from emotional pain, when you get confused in relationships, when you're not able to handle your relationships properly, what can be the underlying reasons. As our mind always keeps on questioning when it comes to emotions, but the things that I've given in this book have helped me understand those questions, and how do I deal with my emotions is something that I learned from this book. So this book was a very, very liberating read, so I highly recommend, especially the 7 Karma Codes. And the best thing is that I was in touch with the author and I got to share my feedback with her, and I will be forever grateful for her to writing this book. So thank you so much. That was all about today, and see you in the next video.